Before the first lockdown, I was working 4 days a week on site. I was 1 day a week at college completing my second year of my HNC in electrical engineering, and alongside them both, I was working towards gaining my SVQ qualification. As I worked for Mowi, which is a food production company, COVID didn't stop the production of salmon. What we did have to adapt to was the government guidelines, social distancing and restrictions on travel. As I wasn't out on site completing my usual tasks, this slightly affected my SVQ work as I didn't have the quality or the amount of work I was used to having. But me and my boss made sure that I still had jobs that were keeping me on track for finishing my SVQ on time.
Before the pandemic began, I was studying marine and freshwater biology at university, and I was applying for internship opportunities for the summer of 2020. However, when the first lockdown hit last year, all of my in-person classes at university stopped, and gradually the internships I had been applying for either stopped accepting new applicants or were cancelled altogether, and it was becoming increasingly apparent that most internships would simply not be able to run that summer. And I was actually getting quite worried about the lack of opportunities that seemed to be available. And I know that many other people were in the same boat as me when it came to trying to gain valuable experience. Then I saw an advert for an internship opportunity with the Sustainable Aquaculture Innovation Centre, and I'd always been really interested in aquaculture, but I was also really curious just to know how this internship was managing to run when it seemed every other internship had been cancelled. And I was actually really impressed that steps had been taken to ensure that the internship would be able to run and bring new people into the aquaculture industry. It would have been really easy just to say, because of COVID, we're just going to have to postpone the internships for a year and try again next year. But instead that didn't happen, and there was a really active drive to bring new people into the aquaculture sector and allow them to learn and to flourish and to grow.
Inverness College done a great job of dealing with COVID. They changed all the in-class learning to online webinars, gave us complete access to any information that would help us towards our coursework. We had access to our lecturers through email and phone call, so we could complete the coursework. They kept us up to date on any criteria that had changed through us not being able to be in class to complete certain tests. And even all through that, I managed to gain my HNC in electrical engineering with both the support of Inverness College and Mowi.
The internship helped me a lot in a number of ways, and all the people I met across industry and academia in aquaculture were extremely welcoming and very excited to tell me about their work and to tell me how the aquaculture sector is going to grow and change in the future, and to tell me how I could get involved as well.
Although the past year isn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, looking at it in a positive light, I've managed to gain my HNC in electrical engineering. I have gained both knowledge and confidence in my job. And in the next coming months, I will have gained my SVQ qualification. None of this would have been possible without the support of Mowi.